To my new video lecture. In this video lecture, I am going to talk about multiple regression and correlation. Multiple regression has more than one independent variable and we want to check its relationship with the dependent variable. In the case of simple linear regression, we have only a single independent variable as discussed earlier, and in case of multiple regression we have multiple or more than one independent variables, and we want to check its dependence on some another variable. Just take the example that the yield of a crop depends upon fertility of the land, fertilizers, rainfall, quality of seed. So there are a lot of independent variables involved in the yield of a crop. Similarly, the blood pressure of a person depends upon his or her weight and size as well, and age as well. So blood pressure depends upon many different independent variables, or the yield of crop depends upon more than a single independent variable, right? So there are many practical applications or situations in which you have more than a single independent variable. Now consider the case where more than a single independent variable, let's say x1, x2, x3 up to xk independent variable, and we want to check its dependency on a random variable y. Then according to the regression relationship, it could be written as y is equals to alpha plus beta 1 x1 I plus beta 2 x2 I plus up to so on xk beta k, right, I with I, plus this is the error term which we find out using the method of least squares. Now alpha is, in this case, is the intercept, and beta 1, beta 2 up to beta k are regression coefficients, right, for the variables, independent variables x1, x2 up to xk, right? Another thing to look at is this x1 I means this is the first independent variable, and I means the ith observation, means first, second or third observation, whatever it is. Now looking at the properties of this multiple regression, properties of multiple regression. The properties are almost same as we have discussed in the case of simple linear regression. The first one is that the average or mean of the expected value of this EI, which is represented as error, is 0, and the second one is variance of this EI or epsilon I is equals to sigma square, and that should be minimum. and that minimum is achieved using the method of least square. Third one is that expected value of any two of these epsilons is 0 for I not equal to j. This means there is no autocorrelation, and the expected value of the random variable with this error term epsilon I is equal to 0. This means x and epsilon are independent of each other, right? Next is this epsilon I has normal distribution with mean 0, right, and variance sigma square, right? This error term has normal distribution with the given mean and variance. And last one is there exists no linear relationship between any independent variables, right? There is no linear relationship between let's say x1, x2, x3 up to xk. Now let's look at the method of solving multiple linear regression, and we would look at the multiple linear regression with two regressor. Let's say we have two x1 and x2 are two independent variables whose dependency on some variable y we want to check it out. Then the relationship could be written as y of I should be equals to alpha plus beta 1 x1 I, so this should be x1 I plus beta 2 x2 I plus the epsilon I. This is my equation, the predicting equation in which I have to determine this should be alpha instead of alpha 1. This should be alpha and we want to find out its estimated value which is given by y of hat is a plus b1 x1 I plus b2 x2 I. This is the predicted value that we would find out by using the method of least squares for the this given equation. You can find out this EI by yi minus y hat, right? This error term could be calculated, and this y hat, since we have already written y hat is a plus b1 x1 I plus b2 x2 I, right? So you can find out this error term at the end like I did in the case of the simple linear regression. You can find it out, this EI this would be the error that you can find it out. तो ये हमारे पास जो है हम मल्टीपल लीनियर रिग्रेशन टू इंडिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल्स जिनकी फिक्स्ड वैल्यूज़ हमें गिवन होगी उसके लिए फाइंड आउट करना चाह रहे हैं। x1 और x2 दो इंडिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल्स हैं और उसकी इक्वेशन इस फॉर्म में लिखी जा सकती है। हम क्या करेंगे कि इसकी प्रिडिक्टेड वैल्यू फाइंड आउट करेंगे मेथड ऑफ लीस्ट स्क्वेयर्स को यूज़ करते हुए, जैसा कि हमने सिंपल लीनियर रिग्रेशन में किया था। ये इसकी एस्टिमेटेड या प्रिडिक्टेड वैल्यू होगी। तो उसमें से अगर हम एरर को फाइंड आउट करना चाहते हैं तो हम वाई आई में से अगर ये प्रिडिक्टेड वैल्यूज़ माइनस कर देंगे तो आपके पास ये जो है एरर निकलता जाएगा। Once again we want to look at the multiple linear regression with two regressor, and we have to find the estimated y hat, which is a plus b1 x1 I, right, plus b2 x2 I, which is estimate of y is equals to alpha plus beta 1 x1 I plus beta 2 x2 I, right? We have to find this predicted value. Now you can find the this by using the method of least squares. First, summation y is equals to na plus b1 summation x1 plus b2 summation x2 and summation x1 y, which would be equals to a summation x1 plus b summation x1 square b1 summation x1 square plus b2 summation x1 x2, right? This would be the representation of summation y, this would be summation x1 y, and summation x2 y could be written as a into summation x2 plus b1 into summation x1 x2 plus b2 summation x2 square. You have to make the three equations from the given data. This would be your equation A, right? And this would be your equation B, and this is my equation C. Now you see that there are three unknowns, that is A, B1 and B2, and there are three equations. You can solve these simultaneous equation by different method, and the result will give you the values of A, B1 and B2, which are required for making the prediction of this regression line, right? You can use this formula to find the estimated values and then the multiple regression line for the given data. There is also an alternate method of finding the terms for the two regressors. You can find b1 using the formula summation x1 y into summation x2 square minus summation x2y into summation x1 x2 over summation x1 square, this is not right, summation x1 square into summation x2 square minus summation x1 x2 whole square. And similarly b2 could be determined by summation x2y into summation x1 square minus summation x1y into summation x1 x2 over summation x1 square into summation x2 square minus summation x1 x2 whole square. This is b2, and a could be determined as mean of y, right? Y mean minus b1 x1 mean minus b2 x2 mean. After finding all these quantities, you can find this predicted multiple regression line. Now to elaborate the multiple linear regression, let's look at an example. A statistician wants to predict the incomes of a restaurant using two independent variables. One of the independent variable is the number of restaurant employees, and the second one is the restaurant floor area. Find the multiple linear regression equation for the given data, and the data has been given in a table form. So this is the given data. Income is given as a dependent variable which we want to check the dependency on. Floor area is x1 and the number of employees is x2, and the total of these values here is 89 and 30, and this would be 52. Now to calculate the b1, b2 and a, we need certain parameters, like we need x1 square, right? Then we need x2 square as well, and we need x1 x2 as well, right? We need these three parameters to apply the first formula that was given in terms of the simultaneous equations. Now the x1 square would be 100, 25, 100, 9 and 4. x2 squares would be 225, 8 square 64, 144 and 49 and 100, and their sum are x1 square is 238 and x2 square is 582, and x1 x2 would be 150, 40, 120, 21 and 20, and their sum is given as 351. Now the formula is given as summation y is equals to n times a plus b1 summation x1 plus b2 summation x2. This implies that the first equation would be 89 is equals to n is 5 in this case, right? It would be 5a plus b1 is unknown, it would be and summation x1 is 30, it would be 30b1 plus summation x2 is 52 b2. This is my first equation. Let's call it as equation 1, and the second equation, general form of which is summation x1 y is equals to a summation x1 plus b1 summation x1 square plus b2 summation x1 x2, right? This is the general form of the second equation, and for this I need to calculate the x1y. So I will calculate first x1y over here and then sum it out. X1y would be 300, right? It would be 110, then 150, then 121, and 150. Sorry, it should be, this one would be 160, and this should be only 21. I have made a mistake over here, and then it would be 28, and their sum would be 619, right? So I can write for this equation as 619 to be equals to summation x1 is 30 a plus summation x1 square is 238 b1 plus summation x1 x2 is 351 b2. This is my equation 2, right? This would be my equation 2, and for the third equation I need summation x2y to be equals to a times summation x2 plus b1 times summation x1 x2 plus b2 times summation x2 square. And for this I first need to calculate the x2y and then sum it out. X2y would be 450, 178, and 192, 49, and 140, and its sum is given as 1007. Now I can write it down as 1007 is equals to summation x2 is 52, it would be 52a plus b1 into summation x1 x2, x1 x 351 b1 plus summation x2 square, x2 square is 582 b2. This is my equation 3. By solving these simultaneous equations and I can solve the given equation, and the result would be, if I solve it out using any method, the result comes out to be a is equals to minus 1.33 and b1 is 0.38 and b2 is 1.62. Now the estimated multiple regression curve is minus 1.33 plus 0.38, this is b1 into x1, plus b2 is 1.62 into x2. This is my estimated multiple regression line, and similarly you can find out the error term, right, by using the similar step that I have discussed previously, right, you can find the error term as well, which would be given as E sub of I would be yi minus y hat, right. You will calculate the y hat for each individual value of y and then subtract it out, then you can find out the error term, right. Now using the other formula that I told earlier, which is given as you can also use this formula to calculate the regression line by solving for b1, b2 and then finding a using this formula. Now I would solve the same expression using this formula. Now to solve it by the alternate method, first look at the b1. b1 would be summation x1y. Summation x1y is given as 619, right, 619 into summation x2 square. Summation x2 square is 582, right, minus summation x2y. x2y is 1007 and into summation x1 x2. Summation x1 x2 is 351 for this case, and in denominator summation x1 square, which is 238 into summation x2 square, which is 582 minus summation x1 x2, which is 351 square. You will solve this and you will get b1 to be equals to 0.38, right. Now b2, which is given as summation x2y, which is 1007 into summation x1 square, summation which is 238, sorry, it should be 238, right, minus summation x1y, which is x1y is 619 into summation x1 x2, which is 351 over the same values, 238 into 582 minus 351 square, right. So the b2 would be come out to be in this case as 1.62. Now you also need to calculate the mean of y for this formula, and the y mean y mean would be sum of y is 89 over 5, right, which comes out to be nearly equals to 17.8. Now you can find a by y minus b1 x1, right, minus b2 x2. You also need to calculate the mean of x1 and x2. Let's go to the previous page and find them out as well. Now the x1 mean for this given data would be sum of x1 is 30 over 5, which comes out to be 6, and x2 mean similarly 52 is sum of x2 over 5, this would be 10 point, this would be 10.4. Right? Now when you substitute these values into this equation, now A would be 17.8 minus B1 is 0.38 into 5 minus B2 is 1.62 into 10.4. Now the A comes out to be minus 1.33. So you can find out this predicted curve by minus 1.33 plus B1 x1 plus B2 x2. Right? This is my predicted multiple regression curve using the alternate formula. You can use any of these formulas. Next we look at the how to calculate the standard error of estimate, which we also found out in the case of the simple regression line. Standard error of estimate for multiple regression. Standard error of estimate, which basically gives the measure of standard deviation in case of multiple independent variables or multiple regressors, and for the case of the sample data, this is represented by S of y, and 1, 2 basically represents the first and the second random variable, and it is given as the square root of summation y minus y hat or predicted value y minus predicted value square over n minus 3, and summation y minus y hat by putting the value of this y hat could be written as summation y minus a minus b1 x1, right, minus b2 x2, and for the square of this term you can put the square over here as well. So you can find the standard error of estimate by using these formulas. And I leave it to you people to find the standard error of estimate for the given table or the given example. You can easily find out by just calculating the y hat for each value of y and then y minus y hat and then square it out. Next we look at the coefficient of multiple determination, and later on we would see at multiple correlation, right? But first I would like to look at the multiple coefficient of multiple determination, which measures the proportion of variability in the values of the dependent variable y explained by its linear relationship with independent variables, right? तो ये क्या करता है, ये जो आपकी वेरिएबिलिटी होती है डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल y की विद रिस्पेक्ट टू इंडिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल्स, लेट्स से अगर दो हैं x1 और x2, उसके लिहाज से वेरिएबिलिटी के बारे में बताता है. एंड दिस multiple determination is given as r square of y with respect to 1 x1 and x2 is summation y hat minus y bar whole square over summation y minus y bar whole square, right? And this is the case of coefficient of multiple determination. And coefficient of correlation which is given as r of y upon 1 2 is simply the under root of this value, right? And the coefficient of correlation could be found out by just taking the square root of this coefficient of multiple determination, right? तो अगर जो भी आप कोफिशिएंट ऑफ मल्टीपल डिटर्मिनेशन निकालेंगे उसके अगर आप अंडर रूट ले लेंगे तो वो आपके पास कोफिशिएंट ऑफ कोरिलेशन बन जाएगा. Now I am considering the same example that I have solved earlier to calculate the coefficient of determination and the standard error of estimate and the coefficient of correlation. First, I can find this standard error of estimate by s of y 1 2 of the two random variables, which would be simplified. It could be written in a simplified way as summation y square minus a into summation y, right, minus b1 summation x1 y, right, and minus b2 summation x2 y, right. The same formula could be written in a simplified way like this, and you know the summation y square, you have to calculate it out. You just need to take the square of all these values and sum them out. It actually comes out to be s of y 1 2, it comes out to be 1885 minus a is already known 1.33 and summation y is 89. Next, minus b1 is 0.38 into the b1 is, and summation x1y is given as 619 minus b2 is 1.62 and summation x2y is 1007 over the number of observations were 5 minus 3. So this comes out to be, this standard error of estimate comes out to be equals to 8.27, right. Similarly, you can calculate the coefficient of multiple determination r square of y due to variables in the form a into summation y plus b1 summation x1 y plus b2 summation x2 y minus summation y whole square over n divided by summation y square minus summation y whole square over n. right? You can calculate all these values from this table, and when you will put them here, then the coefficient of determination for this given example comes out to be r square y 1 2 of two random variables for this example comes out to be 0.55. And now when you want to calculate the coefficient of correlation, right, given by r of y 1 2 would be equal to r square of y 1 2. Simply you need to take the square root of the given value 0.55. It would come out to be 0.74, right? So this is how you can calculate the coefficient of multiple determination, standard error of estimate, and the coefficient of correlation. Hopefully you have understood all these points. I just want to say कि ये जो हमने फार्मूलाज पहले डिस्कस किए थे इस केस में, ये डिफरेंट फार्मूलाज हैं, स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ एरर ऑफ एस्टिमेट, कोफिशिएंट ऑफ मल्टीपल डिटर्मिनेशन और कोफिशिएंट ऑफ कोरिलेशन को। तो आप इन फार्मूलाज से डायरेक्ट वैल्यूज़ निकाल के भी इसको भी यूज़ कर सकते हैं, और आप ये जो मैंने इधर फार्मूलाज आपको दिए हैं इसके अंदर इन सब को भी यूज़ करके जो है वो आप सॉल्व कर सकते हैं इजीली, राइट? तो आपकी मर्ज़ी, आप उसमें जाना चाहते हैं या आप उस नोटेशन में कंफर्टेबल हैं, या अगर आप इनमें कंफर्टेबल हैं तो आप ये जो है डायरेक्टली यूज़ कर सकते हैं, राइट? Thank you for your time. We'll be back soon with a new lecture.